Want same-day voting. We want schools that work well and can teach your kids how to read and write and arithmetic. We want a strong military. We want low taxes, right? We want low taxes. We want very little regulation. I gave you the greatest tax cut in the history of the country. We gave you the biggest regulation cut. That's why we had the best economy in the history of America. We had the best economy in the history of our country, and we'll do it again. I think we could do it quickly. Look, they really loused it up with energy. Energy was a disaster. We will say the words, drill, baby, drill. We'll be drilling very quickly, okay? So those big tractors that you bought that take a little more fuel, you'll be very happy in a very short period of time, but you're going to be very happy. But we did great, and, you know, they're just running off the fumes of what we did. I was very disrespectful to Iowa. I'd like to apologize, because I go around saying, of course we're going to win Iowa. And my people saying, you cannot assume that to this extent. Well, we are, I think we're up by 47 points or something, so we should. But forgetting that. But, Ben, they said, sir, it would be nice if you didn't say that, because you can't just assume, you know, people may get upset. I said, wait a minute. I got Iowa and the farm states, Nebraska, Wisconsin, and others. I got farmers $28 billion from China. I said, there's no way that Iowa is voting against Trump. There's nothing. You guys were opening up those checks. You say, where the hell did that come from? That came from Trump. I got it from China. Do you think Biden's going to get $28 billion from China? China pays Biden directly. Okay? We're just trying to find out how much. Most corrupt president we've ever had by far, and the most incompetent. Most incompetent. And I never used to talk that way. You know, it's true. But you wouldn't say that, because I respect the office too much. But now I hit them differently than I would, because they did something to me that's never been done before. They indicted me because I protested a crooked election. They indicted me. They go after people for years. Do you notice they never go after people that rigged the election? They go after people that are complaining about the rigging. Did anybody see anybody with all the things and all the facts we have? And you'll be seeing them come out, because we never forget. You know, history, you have to remember, history is a very important word. But they indicted me once, twice, three, four. I think they stopped. I heard they were going to do a couple of more, but they said, don't do any more, because my poll numbers have shot up. Because people get it, right? People get it. People get it. Did anybody ever hear, he's a very nice fellow, Al Capone. Did you ever hear of Al Capone? Scarface. He had a scar that went from here to here, and he didn't get that scar by playing tiddlywinks, right? Al Capone. Alphonse Capone. If you smiled at him in the wrong way, he'd kill you. He was only indicted one time. I got 4. I wonder if my father and mother are proud of me. Mom, Dad? Over nonsense, over stuff. That's incredible. Over stuff. Think of it. Over fighting an election. 2016 election, almost every congressman, Democrat, said, you're wrong. They made up the Russia thing. Nothing happened to them. They did things that were so bad, so illegal. Nothing happens. When you look at what's going on in this country, we have 2 tiers of justice, and we're going to have it turned around very fast. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen like that. You know, they go after Christians. And I know you have fewer Catholics in this room than you would normally have in a lot of other states, but how about the Catholics? They're going after the Catholics like, what's going on with the Catholics? And they go after parents because they want their school boards to do a better job, and they go after parents. Parental. Can you imagine? I'm defending parental approvals now. We want parental approvals of superintendents in schools, and we want our schools to work right. And they go after those people. They don't go after the people that cause the problems and cause the corruption. So it's crazy, but we're going to have it straightened out fast. For 4 straight years under the Trump administration, I kept America safe, I kept Israel safe, and I kept the world safe. There was none of this stuff going on. None of it. None of it was going on. Thank you. Thank you very much. No, I mean, our country, seriously, you go back 3 years, our country is not recognizable now. It's not even recognizable. You look at what's happened. Bacon has gone up 5 times in like a year and a quarter. 5 times. I saw that this morning. Bacon. What's going on with bacon? Come on, let's get going. But it's gone up. Bacon, I think I'm not going to order bacon anymore for a little while, but we'll get it back down. But bacon has gone up so much, but food has gone up so much. Everything has gone up. Inflation has been a killer. You know, inflation's called a country buster because you can go back 200 years, 300 years. Countries that have gone out of business, Ben, have been anybody that had inflation. Germany, years ago, inflation, it destroyed the country. And we have it worse than most of these countries. And then they say it's coming down to 4 or 5%, but they don't talk about the fact that you're up here. We got to get the prices back down. We got to get it back down. We're going to be able, and it starts to a large extent with energy. It starts, you know, when your fuel comes down, other things happen. But now it's gotten so all pervasive with the food, and I mean, everything is now hugely, what's happened with inflation, hugely higher. But all over the planet, our enemies knew that one thing with us, that if you try to kill our citizens, we will kill you. We will kill you. And I hate to say that in front of the 100 great pastors and faith leaders and everybody that endorse. We have so many great people. But that's the way we're going to keep our country safe. It's, we have no choice. So faith leaders, I think they agree, because they're smart and they understand, and we have to have, thank you, I have one of the 100 that definitely agrees, so that's good. There they are, they're going, that's good. But now we have to keep our country safe, and we do it not because we want to start wars, we do it because we want to stop wars, we want to prevent wars from happening. Remember Hillary, she said, he'll cause a war, he'll cause a war. Look at him, the way he talks, he'll cause a war. I say, no, the way I talk, I'll stop wars. I'm the only president in 72 years that didn't start a war. The only one. No, we didn't stop, but we finished wars. We finished ISIS and a lot of others. We got out of Syria, we got out of Iraq. Remember, I used to say a long time ago, before I did this stuff, before I was a politician, I hate to say that because I can't imagine myself being a politician. It's cost me a couple of $2 billion to be a politician. Everyone else makes, they make. I said, no, we can't do that. I could have made a fortune. The country